Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Martinello on Tour. On this channel I talk about my travel experiences, the destinations I visit, and last but not least the people I meet. So let's go to this trip I just finished actually today in the morning. I just came back and I'm still a little bit exhausted and tired because it was a really intense week. So I stayed 1 week in Berlin. But let's start from the beginning. So the last trip was Paris. So I came back from Paris literally just for 1 day. I stayed 1 day in Vienna, and then the next day in the evening I already left to Berlin. So I took the night train from Vienna to Berlin, which was, I think I took a night train before. I think I took one to Rome and I took one in Thailand, which is a little bit different in this kind of countries. But the one from Rome, yeah, was pretty similar experience. And this time was also different. Like every time, it's always different. So different in the sense that were there were a lot of people who traveled for this tourism fair, which was also the main reason why we traveled there. So it was part of our studies to go to the tourism fair in Berlin. It's called ITB, which is one of the biggest tourism fairs in the world. And so there were other probably students, but the ones I talked to were even high school. So they went to tourism school, and then they all together went there in the night train as well. So the difference of this was that they were in a good mood and were ready to party a little bit on the way there. So it was a little bit loud, and they were like listening to music and just being generally a bit more in a party mood. So until like, I don't know, 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, it was kind of really party mood. And then we had the chance to sleep a little bit and arrived in Berlin at 10. So basically, don't take me on this exact fact, but I think it took us 12 hours. Like we left at 10 at night here in Vienna, and we arrived there at 10 in the morning. So, but it was okay. I still could sleep a little, and I was a bit exhausted, but nevertheless, it was okay. And then I arrived, and then also I met some other colleagues from the cohort for my studies, what I'm currently doing, and I just joined them in the morning because they went to their hostel. I didn't have any reservation, so I and Elias decided to stay flexible and just don't have a reservation to be able to, because I still try to find a place on couch surfing or maybe friends. I have friends there. He has some friends in Berlin, so we still thought maybe we can manage to stay at a friend's place. But yeah, for the first night, no. So we had to. So I went first with my colleagues. We had breakfast together, kind of brunch breakfast, in the close by to their place where they stayed, and then I was looking for hostels. So I found one. I googled hostels. I found one. I went there, and then I said, okay, the first 2 nights we stay there, because that's when the convention. It was the time of the convention and stuff like that. So I said, okay, no trouble. Let's just stay there in this hostel I booked for me and for Elias. And then I just chilled a little bit. We waited because Elias he came by bus, so he arrived a bit later. And so I waited for him, and then we just went out a little bit to get some food and to go to a bar. And it was in the area of Neukölln in Berlin, which is, in my opinion, really cool. I really like the area. It's really a kind of alternative, a little bit cool bars, and so I assume as far in my experience, like Berlin, almost all the different parts have like cool parts as well. But this was like kind of my first time that I spent so much time in Neukölln. It was pretty cool because of the hostel was based there, so we spent more time there. And so the next approach was also to just really engage with the people there. So we always asked people like, hey, where should we go to eat or something like that? And then we went there and then we asked like, yeah, where should we go to for a drink or something? And that was the approach. So we found a really cool place. Been there, we went there in the total two times or 3 times even, no, 2 times, which is, I forgot the name, but maybe I'm gonna link it in the video. It was something with chickpeas, World of Chickpeas or something. They had really good falafel wraps and papa ganoush and stuff like that. It was really delicious. And then we went to a bar. It was a queer bar. It was really cool. Really, it was a Monday in this case. It was not so busy. It was the first surprise that they smoked inside. So generally, already pre-up in the most bars we've been, they always smoked inside. So yeah, that was a little bit a surprise. That's like this, that they smoke inside. Was a little bit annoying to be honest, but yeah, was also impressive to see that this is still a thing. I don't know if it's legal or if they just don't execute it, but yeah, it's a fact that in most bars we have been in, when we went out at night, they smoked there. Yeah, and then we called it a day quite early because we thought, okay, next day, or what means early now, midnight or something, because the next day we wanted to go to the convention to be fresh and fit. So we did that. We went to the hostel, had a night of sleep, and then we went to the convention. The convention was amazing. It was really great to see all the different stands, different nations and airlines and famous tourism companies, and just to talk to everyone and to connect and to get ideas and stuff like it was just really, really great. So we really tried to approach a lot of people and yeah, talked us through and yeah, it was just really cool to do that. So this is like kind of, yeah, the summary of the 3-day convention. We really talked to a lot of people and connected with them and got just a better network and a better understanding of the tourism industry and the different branches. And also we went to some talks which were really cool, like the really expert were presenting their knowledge and their ideas, and yeah, it was really, really a great time to be there, and we really used it from morning until evening, and even outside events. We went like networking events and stuff like that. It was really cool to do that. And then the last day of the fair, so we always went a little bit out like afterwards, but then we always go the day early because we wanted to go the next day to the fair. That was from Tuesday to Thursday, but then on Thursday we said, okay, we're gonna go out because we have to Berlin, you know, we have to go in a club to experience the cool parties they always have there and the cool locations. So on Thursday after the fair, I think it was Thursday, yeah, we went to this amazing, I don't know if it was Thursday or Wednesday, but anyway, at one point we went to this amazing pho restaurant we just randomly found while walking by. Like they had like 3 big pots and they had that extremely good pho, and maybe I'm gonna link it also in this video. It was just so randomly, it was close to Charlottenburg, and so good, such a good good soup and pho. Yeah, it was just amazing. And after that we went to a bar called the Hecht, I think, which was a typical Berlin bar. Again, smoked, everyone smoked, and yeah, just interesting mix of people, young, old, and yeah, it's pretty cool. And they also had like a jukebox where you can put some money and then you can choose your songs, which was nice. And then we went to the club. We went to, so also Vasilis joined us then we went to Sisyphus. So Sisyphus is like a techno club. I think it's in the east of Berlin. We didn't really pay attention where exactly Berlin it is, but it was really cool, really good mix of people, nice music, it was a little bit cold in general, like not inside, but Berlin itself was cold. First day it even snowed. It was like snow there. So I think actually Sisyphus would be really cool um, if, if in summer. So I think in summer, because you can enjoy the outdoor facilities and just chill and have a time there as well. So now it was more like always going inside. They had like a cafe, which was a chill out area cafe kind of thing, where you could chill if it was too much of the hard techno music. And yeah, overall, I liked it. I liked it a lot. And the day after, Friday, we actually met up with Hessel. So we didn't see for a long time. So I came there with Elias, and we just had we were actually exhausted from the day before a little bit, and then we went to his place, just a nice talk together in an apartment, and it was really, really cool. And then we said also quite early, we called it the day early-ish. And then Saturday, we started the day early-ish, exactly. Started early-ish because we said we're gonna go for a brunch together in La Maison. La Maison. I'm gonna also link it there. It was a recommendation from Hessel. I said, let's go there. It was also in Neukölln again. And yeah, it's a French bakery and stuff like pastry and stuff. It's really, really good. They also have quite a lot of vegan options, and it's just a nice vibe there. And yeah, we really, so I and Hessel went there. I slept at Tesla's place from there on, and Elias changed hostel. He stayed in Cottbus-Tor in a different hostel. And I also gonna link the hostels we stayed in where Elias stayed. So just if you are curious, and also for me that I know later where I've been. So we did that, and after that we decided to do a little. Has recommended us to do this hop on hop off kind of bus, and then say, yeah, actually I never did that, and I think Elias also never did it, so we did this, which was really cool. Also show you which one we used, because he said we should do the right one. And so we cruised around the city with these buses, went sometimes out, and like Brandenburger Tor we went out, and other places, but there was one more spot we went out, maybe in the wall. Yeah, it's a gallery. We watched this famous kiss of these two politicians we saw, and yeah, it was pretty nice sightseeing tour. And then we went for dinner, and at the dinner place we met a nice guy, Patrick, and he gave us some really good, cool tips what to do in Berlin, or mainly actually we asked him for like some bars and stuff like that where we can go. So we get this. I made a picture of these recommendations he sent me, and we went there in the end, and it was really amazing. I would say it was a good mix of. I think it was a really good recommendation. It was like more low key. A lot of people like from Berlin actually who really lived there, and yeah. So we had this evening, and then first it was a bar, and then it was a techno cafe, which was called Same Hats, which was a really interesting. It was like chill place upstairs, and then downstairs was a small room with really hardcore, really hard music, strong music. Mainly also techno, but then also more with tribal sounds and stuff like that. It was really intense and cool. Yeah, so we had this, and then we stayed there for quite a while, but then we said, okay, no, not anymore. 5 in the morning or something, we said, no, let's go. But then, because we had this thinking if we should maybe try to get into Berghain, and then it was like 5 or something, and then it's like, okay, 5, that maybe could be a good time, because the problem with Berghain is that the queue is usually really long, and it has -1 degrees. So to stay long in the queue, it's not a good time of the year to do that. So we said, okay, let's just give it a try. Give it a try. Go there. So we went there. It took us like 40 minutes by public transport to be there. So at around 6 we were there. Queue was really short, and so it didn't take us a long time. We tried to get in, but they didn't let us in. So they said no, not tonight. And I was like, okay. Maybe it actually was good because we were both really exhausted, really tired. So if you would have gone in, you would have, of course, stayed a couple of hours longer. But now afterwards, I'm actually almost happy not, because still, like, I'm now really exhausted. I'm almost feeling a little bit sick of the last days, like really just, yeah, living on such a high energy, and just, yeah, didn't take so much care of my sleep. Now Elias also didn't sleep so much, and then now the day after, so we went out, and then on Sunday we just had brunch together, and in the evening Elias went back with the bus again, and I took the night train. So I had a bed, but it's not the real sleep, I would say. It's, I arrived here in Vienna at 7 in the morning today. I came here and I thought, should I just start the day or like this? But then I decided also to sleep more, and I slept another 3-4 hours. And now I'm feeling actually okay. I'm not totally out of it, but I'm still not 100%. So I take it slow also today, and just chill a little bit, and then tomorrow hopefully gonna be everything okay again, back to normal. But it was totally worth it. We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of nice encounters. We met a lot of people, and yeah, it was also really interesting for me. So I don't know if you know, but I'm straight edge, so I'm not drinking. I don't drink alcohol or any other drugs or substances or like this. So it was also really interesting to spend so much time in like this party environment and this city and like this without doing anything of this kind of things. So it was really cool to see how I can create the energy and still have a good time there, staying sober. Yes. So with that, I think that was the summary. Yeah, I tried to make more videos. I always had the equipment with me to say, okay, maybe, because otherwise it's such one long video. But I don't know, it was different this time because I spent a lot of time with Elias, and we were really like really in the moment. So I didn't really take the time. I didn't really feel, okay, now it's the time to make a video. So this time it was 1 week reflected in one video, and I gonna see some pictures, and maybe I also gonna see, you saw some pictures in the video. And yeah, that was my short but long for video wise summary of my time in Berlin. And it was just, again, really cool city, cool people, cool experiences. And if you like this video, just press the like button. And if you want to see more and don't miss out the next upcoming videos, then just press the subscribe button. I'm happy to have you here in my community. And yeah, with that, I would like to thank you very much for watching this video, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you next time. Thank you very much. Bye.